Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. We're here at the very east end of Owens Avenue, and I wanted to show you the view here. That is Owens Avenue right there that spreads out in front of us, carving a path out to the western side of town. Becomes Vegas Drive on the other side of MLK Drive or Boulevard. Beautiful view up here on the east end of Owens. You also have these great views out on the west side of town as well. This is all North Las Vegas out here. Lots of warehouses and industrial areas out there. Just a gorgeous view out there, especially when the skies are clear like they usually are most days here in Las Vegas. I'm gonna go ahead and take us out. Yeah, no trespassing and no parking anytime, fire lane. So if you do come up here, please be respectful of the homeowners and their privacy and their property. And you can see the sign there has been tagged up pretty well. County vehicle there, it looks like. Yeah, and look at this right in front of us, right? Isn't this amazing? This is Owens. We got some joggers down there, it looks like. But look, yeah, look at the angle. This road just goes, it's almost like San Francisco in that regard, right? Very hilly streets. That's downtown Las Vegas there. Sorry about the air pollution in the way there. There's the main Las Vegas Strip, starting with Strat, moving south. Just a gorgeous view. You get it all up here, up at elevation. And this street is like 30 to 35% grade or angle, in my opinion. I'm not sure, I'm not a scientist, but it's really cool to come up here. And obviously a challenging incline for those into cardiovascular fitness. If you want to climb uphill, get your cardiovascular on. As long as it's not windy, because when it's windy like that, you not only have to contend with the wind, but also the dust in the air, and then you're breathing that in, and that's no fun. Yeah, I'm only on the brake now. I'm not even touching the gas. That's how crazy this angle is. No parking anytime. Looks like these folks are about to try and tackle the incline there. Brings us back here to Los Feliz. And we'll continue now northbound on Los Feliz here on the very eastern edge of civilization in Las Vegas. More no parking anytime signs. More beautiful homes up here. Palita Court, that's a gated community back behind there. Looks like a modern home being built right there on the left. To take advantage of an awesome view. That strip view out there. That was Kell Lane. We've done some videos of our time up and down Kell Lane. Feel free to check those out in our library. City Lights Drive. And that's a gated community, so I can't show you that either. Piccadilly Drive. Here on our right. This one says no outlet over here on our left. Apartment complex. Buildings over here off to our left. And then you've got something called Sunrise Bay over here. Which then brings us up here to Lake Mead Boulevard. And another major east-west artery here throughout all of Las Vegas, carrying you. This will take you all the way out to Valley of Fire or Lake Mead, whichever you prefer. We've done videos of that area as well. Feel free to check that out in our library. I'm going to turn into this neighborhood here off of Burcott, or Bursat Avenue, not sure how it's pronounced. Show you this little neighborhood in here. Slow children at play. So a lot of green and a lot of black iron looking railings here. Certainly not as bad as a lot of the apartment building complexes we see in the videos in our library. All over town. And that's pretty much this little complex here. They really packed these little buildings in tightly. I did a fine job of packing them in tightly here. See a red tag on that blue car there directly in front of us. It looks like they've the county's been around to highlight maybe an abandoned vehicle or disabled vehicle there. Wayfarer Drive over here off to our right. See these homes here on the west side, left side here. Looks like they converted that garage. There's a lot of that. Yeah, these little garages are being converted into livable space, it appears, in these homes. Up here at the very northeastern edge of Las Vegas. This brings us up here to Cary, C-A-R-E-Y. We'll cross Cary and go northbound here. See these huge either fuel or water tanks over here, and then we've got Sunrise Mountain High School over here off to your left. And it looks like they've got some sort of maybe football game or something going on here, or maybe it's just concluding. There's the band. This is Cartier Avenue here. Dog park right here. Turn here, keep right. And then you got these weird little speed bumps in here. I guess people like to come out here and go racing, from what I've heard, on this little straightaway at night. Lots of little speed bumps here. But I'm going to take a moment while we're sitting here with a break in the fence here to highlight something right in front of us. That is the air traffic control tower for Nellis Air Force Base right there in front of us. That is all the runway for, the main runway more than likely, for Nellis Air Force Base, which extends southwest to northeast. I don't know the exact orientation or runway numbers, but that is Nellis Air Force Base out there on the northeast end of town. It's been here for decades. In fact, I believe that was the original airport here, and 7-Eleven Man, one of our awesome viewers who drops a lot of comments, drops a lot of knowledge for that matter, in a lot of the videos here. He, I believe, because he was talking about Carol Lombard and her fateful flight that ended up crashing into Mount Potosi here on the southwestern part of town. I believe what I read that he had posted said that they took off from here and not McCarran Field, the main airport, but rather they took off out here at the Army Airfield, because of course there was no Air Force during World War II. It was hatched, the idea for the Air Force was hatched in, I believe it was 47. And then, so the Air Force and the Army split. And became kind of two different branches in that regard, instead of the Army encompassing the air combat portion. I'm not sure what year, and I know 7-Eleven man will be on top of this for us, what year McCarran was commissioned and actually began operations. We call him 7-Eleven man because he's the one that highlighted that there are 166 7-Elevens here throughout the greater Las Vegas area, which is more than any other metro in the country. That is an astounding fact. I find it to be, at least. I'm gonna make a left here on Cartier. So this dog park here that is attached to this regular little park, car reads 93 degrees. It feels a lot hotter than that outside, though. Here on this Saturday afternoon. And so the road ends here, but I'm going to show you this. That up there is the Clark County Metro Police Department's shooting range. They come out here and do their target practice and firing practice, etc. up here. Looks like a water tank or something up there. So county land that they have out here at the very far eastern edge of town. In fact, you'll probably see that as you fly overhead back to, say, Chicago or Minnesota, because that's the flight pattern flights to those destinations typically take from here in Vegas. It's a quaint little park here. They have a little baseball field here, it looks like. But I have read a lot of reports of street racing out here at night, probably because it's so isolated, and the again, the straightaways with the roads here get a lot of street racing going on. Street takeovers that they're calling them now. Growing up, I always just called them street races, but I guess each generation has a different term for it. Got some traffic exiting the high school here off to our right now. Pump station rehab. So yeah, it looks like a water treatment facility here that we just passed on the left of those tanks. We're gonna make a left here onto Cary, C-A-R-E-Y, and show you the very east end of Cary. These homes look identical to the other ones we saw here, so obviously that same developer came in and developed this area initially. I would say these are probably made back in the 80s. That would be my guess. But they just keep building and building and building. But oh, there's a water shortage. We don't have enough water for everyone. But let's keep building homes. It just doesn't make sense to me. But then perhaps it's not supposed to. This is Armona Road here. Or correction, Arnona with an N for our friends following along at home. We continue straight. Because of course it is the journey here on the Vegas Dawn channel. Looks like open desert all around us here. Danger! Police firing range, no trespassing. I think there's a gate up here. And that's the official, indicator for where they don't want you going past. So we'll turn around up here. And see, there's a dumpster enclosure there. I've had a lot of folks tell me, well, where else are they supposed to put the dumpsters in a lot of the videos at the apartment complexes that we've seen here around town. And, well, lot of times they'll just stash them behind a little structure like that. So that way you don't have to really stare at them, right? And this very rocky terrain out here. A lot of people love coming out here hiking. You can see the multiple layers here. Really cool stuff. And then another great view looking west. This is all Carey, C-A-R-E-Y, here in front of us, extending out to the west end of town where it becomes Smoke Ranch Road out on the west side of town. I want to take a moment. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please like, follow, and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps recommend us to the other viewers on YouTube, as well as to the algorithm, the almighty algorithm. So please help us. Your voice carries so much more weight when you like, follow, share, and subscribe with the algorithm. And also check out our gear, our merch available on the shop section of our YouTube channel. We've got some awesome Vegas Don logo shirts on top of the Las Vegas Strip skyline for yourself or maybe a significant other with the upcoming holiday season. And as always, remember, here on the Vegas Don channel, it's the journey. Thank you for cruising with us, folks. We'll see you next time.